Hey there, it's Carrie Rhoades here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today I am going to be making the cutest little box. It's a gift box for a teacher and I'm featuring a bunch of slimline dies. Some of them are on crazy sale. So let's jump in and take a look at our first die, which is the pencil slimline die set. I think this is so super cute. I have made a card with it before and today I wanted to put it on this box that I'm going to show you. It's really a cool project. So here we have the outline die. That's the die you're going to cut out and then put all the pieces onto. So here you can see I've taken the main die and cut it from different colors of cardstock, and then I'm going to add a little shading to each of them with a Copic marker to really help bring it to life. But you didn't have to do this. You could just die cut it from colored cardstock, or if you really like coloring, you could just cut it from white, cut all the pieces from white and add your own color, whether it be with ink blending or coloring. So lots of different choices for this. I just like to add a little extra shadowing on my colored cardstock, and I'm even putting this cool gray C6 marker onto some brushed silver cardstock to really add those shadows into the lines that are embossed into the paper that make it look like that metal band that holds the eraser to the pencil. I love this detail. All right, then we have the eraser part itself, which I die cut from a really light pink, and then I'm going to just give it a little bit of a shadow with my R20 marker, and I will end up stamping a sentiment right onto the eraser. So you'll see that as we go along, but I thought this was a really fun project to do for end of the school year, to recognize and thank teachers for all that they've done throughout the school year. So that's why I'm making this. I am adding a little E31 to this really kind of light tan color that's going to be the tip of the pencil, and there is a separate die for the pencil lead, which I love. Okay, next we're adding on all the pieces. When you add this onto that solid piece, the base piece, you will have a little bit of an outline. And what's also really cool about this base piece is you could put the edge of it on a folded in half piece of cardstock and make a pencil shape card. Yes. Wouldn't that be so cool? Okay, I'm adding a little shine mark to the black part of the lead. Since any shadowing wouldn't work because it's black, I added a highlight instead. All right, from this cool die set, I'm going to start building my box. This is an envelope builder die set that creates a slimline envelope, plus it's got the words hello friend in it and a scalloped frame. Then we have the add-on die set, which turns that die into a box. So you could put a slimline card in this box and goodies, or like a slimline card that had a lot of a thick card had a lot of embellishments on it. Yeah, so I took the base piece from the slimline envelope, cut 2. I took the box building piece from the add-on set and cut 2. Next, I need a flap for the top and bottom. I'm going to use this rounded one. You could do one of each depending on the look that you wanted. I'm also, while I have the dies out, going to die cut this frame that's going to just create a nice decorative panel. I die cut it from black because I kind of wanted it to look like a chalkboard, but I will die cut it again so I have the frame in a different color. Next, it's time to fold on all the scored lines, and I like to use this Teflon crease tool from Trinity Stamps to really press on my crease lines and get everything ready to go. Next, it's time to add the adhesive. I'm using the Rip and Stick tape in 1/4 of an inch size, and please note when you put the adhesive on the end tab, you only need to do that on one end. I did it on both ends, like this tab right here. You only need to do that on one. Otherwise, you would kind of stick your box shut. And we want it to open and shut. Okay, so now we're putting all the things together. I'm taking one base piece and one side piece and adhering them together. I am doing a mixture of the tape and the glue. Now I put the tape really close to the scored line, and then the glue is going to fill in the rest of that flap, but also it gives me the opportunity to kind of move things around if I don't get it exactly where I want it on the first go, which is super important, the main reason why I do it. The second reason, or maybe it's the third, are we on 3 reasons? I don't know, but I really want to make sure that this box doesn't come apart. So having the tape and liquid glue gives me a little bit of insurance that this this is going to stay together for a long time. Okay, so we've got all 4 of those pieces hooked together. You can see I just put them all in a row, and then on the middle piece here, I'm adding those flaps. So one of these will actually be a working flap. The other one is going to be like the bottom of the box, and I'm going to adhere it down. So here's the top one. This is going to be the one that opens and shuts, and you can see those little tabs there have adhesive on them. I did end up very carefully removing them, and so the little tabs might be a little bent looking, but they don't have adhesive on them anymore. Okay, so I'm folding over one side flap, putting my glue on it, and then I'm going to fold the box over on itself to adhere that together. This looks like a giant long color crayon box kind of, but it's really a decent size. You know, it's about 9 inches long, so you can easily fit your slimline in there. And it's a 1 inch thick, so it fits plenty of things. Like, I envision getting like a giant, like king size candy bar and putting it in there, and I'll show you what else I put in there, but you can actually fit a candy bar plus some, like you probably could fit 2 candy bars. It's nice and thick. All right, so I'm just using a ruler there to kind of reach down and press that flap in place. Next, I'm bringing in the mini notebook paper stamp. This is so cute. I'm stamping the lines with turquoise ink, and then there is the vertical line right here that I'm going to ink up with some coral berry ink. The trick is just getting this to stand up so you can put it on your MISTI. But even if you get it on your MISTI like a little wonky, just pick it up and then you can straighten it once it's on the door of the MISTI. And if you don't get it all the way straight, it's still cute. I die cut it out with a coordinating die from the cool Clipboard set. There's also a ton of cute things I'm showing you there on the screen. I did the A+ and the paper clip on mine, and then it's time for the sentiment. So I brought in the Simply Sentimental Teacher Stamp and Die Set. I stamped the word teacher, die cut it out with white. I actually already had this done and it was in the packaging, and I saved it and I'm using it on today's card. One of the sub-sentiments in that set says, "For a truly wonderful," and then we have the word teacher. I took the die that I used to die cut out this word teacher and die cut it twice from some really lightweight chipboard and backed my word with that so it's popped up a little bit. And then we'll put the pencil right on to the box, and you've got the little paper there. It's just like a fun little scene that's very, you know, school-like feeling. Okay, then I took some pattern paper. I cut this to 3/4 of an inch wide by 8 3/4, and it's going to fit on that seam really well. The one for the bottom and the top flap is 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4 of an inch. So this box is approximately 4 inches wide. I forgot to say that earlier. Okay, so for the back side and that frame, I die cut it again from some silver cardstock, so it would kind of have the feel of a chalkboard. And I'm going to stamp a second sentiment on the back that says, "Thank you for all you do." And I brought out my oldest tool, my finger. And I'm using that to smudge the ink onto this black cardstock, giving it that chalkboard feel. I just have found this is the best tool for doing this, and you can, you know, really control the pressure and how much you put down, and I think it's the best way to do it. So there's my tip. It's a free tool. You already have 10 of them. So now it's time to add it to that frame, and I have a little chalkboard there, and it's really cute. I'm going to dress this up with this Thank You Apple cutout die set. So I'm going to take the solid die cut that out from this kind of light red glitter paper, and then I'll do the Thank You Apple and the solid piece together, and I'm really wishing I would have backed this paper with rip and stick sheets beforehand because it's intricate, and then I had to go and put lots of dots of glue, which, by the way, if your glue squishes out, just take a little paper towel and dab up where it squishes out. It really does the trick. Okay, so I'm gluing that onto the back of the box. So we have our thank you on the back, the cool teacher pencil on the front, paper decorating the flaps. I mean, you could really go to town decorating this up for any occasion. I'm going to put some pencils in there, a gift card in there, probably a card itself I'll put in there, but that's just a suggestion of stuff you could add into this box. It's really a good size. And I left a little space there for writing a personalized note. And that is the box, which I did mention at the beginning of the video. Both of these slimline dies to create the box, the envelope one and the add-on, are on crazy sale right now. So I'll link those for you below. You can check them out and maybe add this to your collection if you're interested. And that is today's video. Thank you for stopping by and letting me share this with you. I love Trinity stamps and I like making cute things like boxes every once in a while. So thanks for letting me share this with you, and I'll see you all again very soon. Happy stamping. Bye.